right. Good morning, everyone. So for today, we're going to discuss chapter 13, which is multi-stage compressor. So choosing the right compressor depends on what we are needing on or how we are going to use. So the choice of proper number of compression stages is largely based on the compression ratio. Discharge temperature and operational mode are also considered when identifying the proper number of compression stages. So a high pressure single stage requires, of course, a heavy working parts, has to accommodate high pressure ratios, increase balancing problems, and high torque fluctuations. So we have this is our compression ratio, which is the value of R. When the compression ratio is 1 is to 3, we could use a single stage. If it is around 3 to 5, the compression ratio is 3 to 5, then it's still normally ranging from single stage, but we could also accommodate with the two stage. If the compression ratio is around 5 to 7, then it will be normally two stage and occasionally single stage. Most of the time, that is already two stage for 5 to 7. We also have 7 to 10, which is already two stage compressor. 10 to 15, if the compression ratio is 10 to 15, then this is normally two stage and sometimes it could be used with three stage. And if 15 up, it would be three stage po. So for the comparison of a single stage and two-stage compressor, both installed to the same application, same capacity, gas, and pressure. So I have a video to be sent later, the comparison between a single stage process or principle and the multi-stage principle. So for the discharge temperature, if we have a single stage, we have a higher discharge temperature because as the fluid enters after a single process, it will go out. Unlike with the two stage, we have a lower discharge temperature because we are going to maximize all the possible energy that we could harness before we release the the gas. For the initial cost, we have a lower for single stage and of course higher for two-stage because it's require more equipment. While for the overall system complexity, so single stage is lower while the two stage is higher. For the observation, so after the first stage compression, the air is further compressed to desired the final pressure. 'Di ba dati yung ating single stage sa PV diagram natin yan. Ganyan yung itsura nating single stage. When we will be using multi-stage compressor, so before, diba, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We will be having from 1 to 2. Then we will be going to have like this one. Dalawa na yung compression cycle natin. Parang ito po, ano? So the cycle assumes that the delivery process of the first stage and the induction process of the second stage take place at the same time pressure or what we called as our intercooler pressure. Itong gitnaang ito, or dito tayo sa drawing na to, yung gitnaang ito yung tinatawag nating intercooler pressure. Nung single stage, ito lang yung itsura ng ating PV diagram. Pero pag may multi-stage tayo, meron tayong tinatawag na intercooler pressure where it start another process of compression po. So from low pressure cylinder, i-compress, going to high pressure cylinder, mas i-compress. Therefore, mas nako-compress or nadadagdagan yung pressure ng air natin. So each cylinder works with lower pressure ratio. Thus, the operational safety of the compressor is improved. Dahil hindi na nga sobrang laki yung pipilitin niya i-compress, mas nagiging safe din siya in terms ng safety. No? The overall volumetric efficiency, of course, increases. For the indicated power of stage of one stage, the indicated power for two stage. It's simply the indicated power of one stage plus yung indicated power ng second stage. So pag-aadin nyo lang yung dalawa. So the intercooling process between the stages. So with multi-stage compression, the air can be cooled as it is being transferred from per stage to the next stage by passing it through the intercooler. With intercooling process, a saving and the indicated power can be achieved, thus the power supply to the compressor can be reduced. Now, So if the intercooling is complete, the gas will enter the second stage at the same temperature at which it entered the first stage. So same temperature naman sa pagpasok pa rin doon sa pangalawang stage. Kasi nakalagay naman PB raised to N is constant. No? Again, for the indicated power, if two-stage, so meron tayo ditong variable na 2 representing that it is two-stage. But if you could see, nothing changes with our formula except with what we called as our here, the PX. No, yung PX natin, yan ay tinatawag po natin the ideal intercooler pressure. So, si ideal intercooler pressure, if you could remember, the work po kaya ito naka-IP dahil ito ay VN naka-volume displays. If you could remember, yung ating work nung tayo ay single stage is simply two stage na okay, dahil to, yung single stage natin, yung N over N minus 1, P1 V1. Ito ay yung single stage natin na P2 over P1, N minus 1 over N minus 1. Ito, nung ating single stage, single. Nung two-stage na, naglagay lang tayo ng 2 tapos ito naging PX kasi two-stage na. May pressure 1, may pressure 2, at may pressure 3 tayo. Tatlo na yung pressure natin. Kaya pagdating dito sa two-stage, gumagamit na tayo ng intercooling pressure na PX. Kapag multi-stage naman, ito yung general formula. Pwedeng gamitin sa two-stage, pwedeng gamitin sa one-stage. Pwedeng gamitin sa multiple stage, 3, 4, 5, kahit ilang stage. Ito yung general formula na pwede natin gamitin where indicated power is equal to the number of stages, yung S natin, multiply to our polytropic index divided by polytropic index minus 1, P1, V1, multiply to PX pa rin, where PX natin again, PX is P1, square root ng P1, P3 kapag two-stage. Pero kapag multi-stage po, pag multi-stage, ang gagamitin natin ay itong formulang to, where PX is equal to S, which is the number of stages, is square root ng P1, which is the initial pressure or the suction pressure, raised to the number of stages minus 1 multiplied to the discharge pressure or final pressure PF. So kung para mas madali ang buhay nyo, it's better to memorize the multi-stage agad. Example, multi-stage tayo tapos ang ginamit natin ay two-stage. So ang magiging formula natin S is equal to 2. So 2 N over N minus 1 P1 V1 o paano susolve ang PX? PX is equal to 2 square root ng P1 raised to 1 PF. So, ibig sabihin, Px over P1 raised to N minus 1 over N minus 1. So, pwede tayong dito na sa general formula. Now, so the deliberate temperature after each stage, so dito nagkaroon ito ay for our multi-stage, no? So if you are needing to identify the temperature in each stage, so we could use this relationship. T2 is equal to T1 over P1, N minus 1 over N. T3 is equal to T1, P3 over Px raised to N minus 1 all over N. Kung gusto nyo ay so this is only for two stage para lang malinaw. For pressure ratio, so we have again pressure ratio natin represented by R. The pressure ratio for multi-stage, we have the Px over P1, the Py, which is our intercooler bed at the second stage, over Px, and the final over Py, final pressure over our Py. So they are all equal naman po. No, so for the pressure ratio relationship, if you could see, kung anong inilabas ng ating low pressure stage, yun ay papasok sa intercooler, na siya rin pong ipapasok sa high pressure stage. And this one is also being discussed with your thermo 2. So I think no further deeper explanation is needed. So for the heat rejection, this is S, no? S is equal to 1. So we have MCP delta T. So we could just have this one MCP delta T, where CP is equal to 1.05 1.005 kilojoule per kilogram. So what is the basic step to compress the selection to include? So una, calculate natin compression ratio. Select whether one stage or multiple stage are needed sa system. Kapag nakalculate ang ating compression ratio, ma-identify na natin. 'Di ba? Pag 1 to 2, 5, 10, gano'n binasa natin kanina. For discharge temperature calculation, identify the volume required, identify the volumes operation required, select compressor model, identify minimal rotation, select actual rotation, torque, calculate the operational volume, calculate capacity, select suitable configuration, and select proper compressor. And for us to better appreciate, let's try solving problem number 26 up to last problem. Ayan. Sabi dito sa ating problem, a four-cylinder double-acting compressor is required to compress 30 meter cube per minute of air at 1 bar and 27 degrees Celsius to pressure of 16 bar. Determine the size of motor required and cylinder dimensions if the following data is given. So we have the speed of compressor na 320 RPM, stroke to bore ratio na 1.2, clearance volume na 4%, mechanical efficiency na 82%, and index na 1.32. And assume daw po no pressure change in suction valves and air gets heated by 12% or 12 degrees Celsius during the suction stroke. So let's first have our given po. So for our given, volume is equal to 30 meter cube per minute. Our PO na equal po kay P1 na equal po kay 1 bar. PO na equal po kay 27 degrees na equal po kay 300 Kelvin. T1 na equal kay 39 degrees Celsius na equal po kay 312.15 Kelvin. 15 Kelvin. And our P2 na equal po kay 16 bar. So, ang hinahanap natin, determine the size of the motor required and cylinder dimensions with the following data. So, ang hinahanap natin ay cylinder, ano to? Determine the size of motor required. Ay, saan lang po ba tayo makakakuha ng um ng motor ng ng power kasi power ang pinag-uusapan. So power, punta tayo dun sa ating power formula or work per unit second formula. At dahil po ito ay four-cylinder double acting, ang atin naman po hindi naman po si multi-stage bang sinabi. Compressor, four-cylinder double acting, pero single stage pa rin naman po. Ay double, two-stage naman po. Two-stage, single stage naman po siya. So ito is still as a sample of a single stage compressor po, no? So we have work is equal to polytropic index n minus 1 P1 V1 multiply to P2 over P1 raised to n minus 1 over n minus 1. And this is our formula. May N po ba tayo? May polytropic index N po ba tayo? May binigay bang N? Meron po. Index is equal to 1.32. So 1.32. May N, may P1? Yes po. May velocity 1. Meron po tayong 30 meter cube per minute. Convert na lang natin into seconds later. Meron po ba tayong P2? May P2 po ba? Meron po, which is 16 bar. So therefore, we could already calculate for our work. No? So ang work natin is equal to 1.32 over 1.32 minus 1. P1 natin is 1 bar. Or i-convert natin yung 1 bar. 1 bar will be equal to 100 kilopascal or kilonewton per meter squared. No, times yung ating 30 meter cube per minute times in every 1 minute ay meron tayong 60 seconds times meron tayong 16 over 1. Ito yung P2 over P1 raised to 1.32 minus 1 over 1.32 po. Then minus 1. So our result would be equal to, pindutin lang natin sa calculate. Our answer is 199.676014 kilowatts po. And this is our work. Okay, so meron na tayong size ng ating motor. Ang kailangan natin yung motor na kaya ang 197.676214 kilowatt. Ngayon, let's look for the dimensions po. So, dimensions ng ating cylinder. So, sa cylinder dimension, kung maalala nyo yung cylinder dimension, cylinder. So, yung cylinder dimension natin, kapag sinabi nating dimension, ang kailangan natin dyan is yung ating bore diameter at saka yung stroke. No? Bore and stroke, which we have here, a stroke to bore ratio na 1.2. O saan ba tayo nakakakuha nitong dalawang ito? So, we could use this through, or we could obtain DL through our VD. Remember, our BD is LAN. LAN, where LAN is equal to L pi all over 4 D squared N. No. So dito, pwede nating makuha. Itong hinawawala natin, itong dalawa yung ating nawawala. Itong D at ay, itong D, may binigay ba tayong speed? O, 320 RPM. Itong D at saka itong L. So, saan natin pwedeng makuha yan? Para makuha natin yan, syempre kailangan nating mahanap yung VD. Saan ba tayo may VD? Pwede tayo makakuha ng VD from our volumetric efficiency. Yan, inisip ko pa nun ng mga VD. So, volumetric efficiency, kung maalala nyo, that is VA over VD. Dito tayo makakakuha ng ating VD. Kasi yung VA natin binigay po. No, yung volume daw po natin, the actual volume is equal to 30 meter cube per minute. So, meron tayong VA. So, kaya natin makakuha. So, NV na lang yung kailangan nating hanapin. Ano po bang formula ni NV? NV is equal to 1 plus C minus C P2 over P1 raised to 1 all over N times ating P1 over PATM times temperature atmosphere over T1. So to solve for our NV, para magamit natin makakuha tayo ng VD, NV is equal to 1 plus, ano po ba yung clearance na binigay? May binigay na clearance na 4%. So, 1 plus 0.04 minus 0.04 times 16 all over 1 raised to 1 over 1.32 times Ay, kahit wala na pala ito sa formula, no? Kasi parang siya ay for ano lang, for conversion. Ito agad tayong TATM. So, times temperature, atmospheric, over T1. Ano yung temperature atmospheric natin? Temperature atmospheric is our um, temperature of the air, which is 27 degrees Celsius. Dito sa atin ay 27 plus 215 is 300.15 Kelvin all over yung 312 Kelvin. So our NV is equal to, ayan. So our answer is equal to 0.725770389, and this is our volumetric efficiency. Kung may volumetric efficiency na tayo, ship store A lang natin, ship store. Yan, ship store A lang natin, makukuha na natin yung ating VD. So, gamit yung volumetric efficiency, gamit ito, no? So, again, 0.725770389 is equal to VA over VD na equal po kay 30 meter cube per minute over VD. So, makuha na natin si ating VD. VD is equal to 0.725770389 divided by 30. Makakuha tayo ng ating VD na around 41.3353871 meter cube in every minute po. No? So, meron na tayong VD. Kung meron na tayong VD, pwede na natin siyang gamitin dito sa ating formulang ito para makuha natin yung D at yung ating L. No? So, gamitin na natin siya sa formulang yun. So, 41.3353871 meter cube in every minute is equal to L times pi D squared all over 4 times N na 320 RPM. Na 320 RPM. Ang sabi sa atin, meron daw po tayo relationship ng ating stroke to bore ratio. No? So, store to bore ratio daw natin is stroke. Stroke natin is L to D ratio is equal to 1.2. So, L is equal to 1.2 bore or 1.2 ng diameter. So, substitute natin dun sa L. So, we have equal to 1.2 D times pi D squared over 4 times 320 RPM. So, what will be the value of our diameter? So, diameter will be around equal. Pero, huwag niyong kakalimutan na may binanggit din po sa ating problem. The problem is for cylinder, double acting compressor. So, sa formula natin ng VD, we should also include that this one is for cylinder and double acting. So, we have times 4 and times 2. No? So, let's solve for the value of the. So for this one, our diameter is 0.2577925.163 meters po. Tapos, ang D daw po is 1.2. So, ang L is 1.2 times 1.2 lang natin. Equal naman po si L sa, I'm sorry, 0.3093510.195 meters po. So, we are already done. Nakuha na natin ang dimension at nakuha na rin natin ang work or yung kailangang power ng ating compressor. So, let's have problem number 27. So for problem number 27, it is desired to compare 16 compress 16 meter cube of air per minute from 1 bar and 294 Kelvin to 10.5 bar or simply 1.05 megapascal. So calculate the minimum power required to drive yung maraming hinahanap mo with the two-stage compression and compare it with the power required for single-stage compression. The maximum temperature in two cases, the heat to be removed in the intercooler per minute, the amount of cooling water required per minute if the inlet and outlet temperature of the cooling water to and from the intercooler are 150, is 15 degrees 15 degrees Celsius and 40 degrees Celsius. Yan na 15 lang to, 15 and 40 para degrees po. Assume the value of index for compression process will be 1.35, so may N tayo. Also, assume proper intercooler pressure for minimum or perfect intercooling. Take R is equal to 0.287, Cp is 1.0035 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin of air. So if you could see here, so yan. So ito yung ating meron tayong two-stage compressor. No, so with our two-stage compressor, ayan. So let's ang hinahanap sa atin ay ano una? The minimum power. Doon muna tayo sa given pala, sorry. So let's sub the given. So P1 is equal to 1 bar. T1 is equal to 294 Kelvin with our polytropic index N equal to 1.35. Our V1 equal to 16 meter cube per minute. So yung ating sabi dun sa problem yung P3 natin, desired 16 meter. Ito. Desired to compress 1 bar to 10 bar. So yung ating P3 is equal to 10.5 bar. Bakit po P3 final? Pwede ring PF. No, kasi P1, P2, P3, tatlo. No, pwede ring PF. Then we have our R na equals 0.287 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Our CP na equal po kay 1.0035 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin of air. So meron po tayong temperature inlet na 15 degrees Celsius at T outlet po na 40 degrees Celsius. Okay. So, let's first have for us two-stage compressor. Dahil two-stage, stage 1 is stage 2. So, this is two-stage po. No. So, for this two-stage, ang formula natin, general formula na lang tayo, no? Para hindi tayo nalilito. So, for this two-stage work is equal to S n over n minus 1 P1 V1 raised to Px over P1 raised to n minus 1 over n minus 1. Where, kapag two-stage, so magiging yung S natin ay magiging 2. Yan. That is for the two-stage compressor. So, let's try to solve. Given naman tayo na lahat ng pangangailangan natin sa buhay. So, 2 times 1.35 all over 1.35 minus 1 times our 100 kilonewton in every meter squared with our velocity, volume flow rate, which is times 16 meter cube in every minute, given din to. Convert lang natin in every minute ay 60 seconds times yung px natin. Binigay po ba ang px natin? So, si px natin ay wala pa. So, let's try solving our px. So, paano po ba ang formula ng px pag two-stage? Px is equal to square root ng P1, P3. So, square root po ng ano ang P1 natin? P1 is equal to 100 kilonewton times P3 is 10.5 bar, which 10.5 bar is equal to ilang megapascal yun? 1.05 megapascal. 05 megapascal. So this will be around, in terms na agad tayo ng bar para madali, 3.241 bar. No. So you may try to compute. Same naman. So we will now be having 3.241 bar all over yung ating P1 na 100 kilonewton are also equal to 1 bar. To 1 bar. Kaya bar ang ginamit ko para madali yung cancellation dito. Madali sa calcu. Raised to 1.35 minus 1 over 1.35. May minus 1 pa dito. Yeah, okay. So our WIP is equal to, so this will be equal to 73.32330881 kilowatts. Ay, watts. So meron na tayong work input. Sunod, ano bang hinahanap sa ating sunod? Minimum power required. Done. Maximum temperature. So maximum temperature natin, pag maximum temperature, then that is T3. So T3 is equal to, naalala niyo yung formula, nakalagay na dun kanina sa atin. N minus 1 all over N. So this will be T3 is equal to, anong T1 natin? T1 is equal to 294 Kelvin. P3 is equal to 1.05, 10.05 bars, while Px is 3.241 bar raised to 1.35 minus 1 over 1.35. Our T3 is equal to 398.7510543 Kelvin po. Okay. Ano yung sunod na tanong na hinihingi? So, meron na tayong work, meron na tayong highest temperature. Ang hinihingi, the heat to be removed in the intercooler per minute. What is the heat to be removed in the intercooler per minute po? So, the heat to be removed, ay wait lang. Bago tayo mag-heat to be removed, ang nakuha pa lang natin ay for the two-stage compression. No, ngayon kailangan din daw natin ng single stage compression. So, kunin din natin. Oo, marami tayong time. Kunin din natin for single stage compressor. So, pag single stage, ang formula natin ng work is equal to K over K minus 1 times P1 V1 raised to P2. I'm sorry sa K. Nasanay ako sa K. So, N. Yan. P1 V1. P2 P1 raised to n minus 1 all over n minus 1. Mawawan lang tayo ng ating px. Yun lang naman yung nawala. Pagdating dito, so we have 1.35 over 1.35 minus 1 times 100 kilonewton in every meter squared times 16 meter cube in every minute times in every 1 minute over 60 seconds times 10.5 bar, hindi na px, p2 na ginamit natin over 1 bar. Raised to 1.35 minus 1 over 1.35 minus 1 sa baba. So, we will be able to obtain 86.37165818 watts po. So, kung i-compare natin, mas mataas ang konsumo pag single stage in comparison with our multi or two-stage compressor. No, so kapag dating naman, kapag single stage, so T2 lang po yung ating makukuhang temperatures is equal to T1 P2 over P1 raised to n minus 1 all over n, then it is around 540.87 something something Kelvin po. So, mas mataas din ang temperature na ilalabas pag single stage. So, let's look for the heat to be removed. The heat to be removed in the intercooler. No? So, heat is equal to yung formula S minus 1 M CP T2 minus T1. So, i-correct na natin. I'm sorry kanina, no? So, this is not equal. That is S minus 1. Asan yun? Pakorek ako po, pakorek. So, kung pinanood mo ang video na to, makikita mo yung correction po natin dito. Ito po ay S minus 1 MCP T2 minus T1. Yan. S minus 1 MCP T2 minus T1. So, given na tayo with our um, S, which is the number of stage, CP natin, na binigay kanina na ang CP na binigay sa atin is equal to ito 1.0035. No, ang mass natin, so kukuhanin pa natin si mass. Let's solve first for our mass kasi wala pa tayong mass. So for us to obtain this, solving for mass M. No, so solving for mass M is simply equal to P1 V1 or T1. So, ano po yung P1 natin? P1 is equal to 100 kilo Pascal or 1 bar. Tama ka nga. 1 bar, kilonewton per meter squared or kilopascal. Then, V1 natin is equal to, ano value ni V1? 16 meter cube. Meter cube in every minute times in every 1 minute ay meron tayong 60 seconds times 0.287 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin times temperature 1 natin na equal po kay 294 Kelvin. So solving for our mass, it will be equal. So it is equal to 0.316038145 kilogram in every second po. So let's substitute na. So 2 minus 1, simply 1. times M natin is 0.31603881458 kilogram per second times yung ating CP na 1.0035 kilojoule in every kilogram Kelvin times 398.70. Tayo kukuhanin pa rin pala natin to. Hanap na yung pakita, no? So, hanapin natin yung T2 natin. So, si T2 natin, di ba nakuha natin ata to kanina? Hindi. Ang kinuha natin kanina is T3 for 2 stage, pero hindi natin kinuha ang T2 for 2 stage. So, for us to obtain T2, iba ang T2 ng single stage, iba ang T2 kapag 2 stage. So, T2 of 2 stage, akala ko yun eh. T2 of 2 stage, may formula tayong T2, it's equal to T1 PX, yun, may PX. Ibig sabihin siya ay multi-stage, no? T1 raised to n minus 1 all over n. Ang T1 natin is 294 Kelvin. PX natin, anong value ng PX natin kanina? 3.241 bar. 241 bar over 1 bar raised to n natin is 1.35. 1.35 minus 1 over 1.35. So, T2 is equal to 398.7912288 Kelvin. So, pwede na natin siyang magamit dito. So, 398.7912288 Kelvin minus yung T1 natin na 294 Kelvin po. So, our heat is equal to 33.23393.875. This is already in kilowatts. Yan. Kasi naka-kilojoule tayo. Kaya siya ay kilowatts po. Ano pang hinahanap sa atin? Okay na tayo sa heat rejected. The amount of cooling water required. Ang dami namang hinihingi nito, nakaka-tired. So, the amount of cooling water required, so for us to identify, so we could say that, yan, heat rejected by air in every minute is equal to heat gained by cooling water per minute. Kung ano yung atin pong inilabas, yun din po yung i-absorb ng ating cooling water. So we could say that heat na nakuha natin kanina is simply equal to mass ng water, CP ng water, T2 minus T1. Simple heat formula, no? So, is equal to MCP delta T natin. So, ano nga yung nakuha natin kanina? 33.2 kilowatts is equal to mass ng water. Ito yung hinahanap natin. Times, anong CP ng water? That is 4.187 kilojoule per kilogram Kelvin. Ang T2 natin, binigay yung cooling water, T inlet at T outlet for the cooling water. So that is 40 minus 50. 40 minus 15. So we will be having 0.3174964294 kilogram in every second. And that is our problem number 4. And that also ends our semester, our module, and our discussion for fluid machinery. So if you have question, you could direct on our group chat, and I will try my best to answer all of your question, everyone. Thank you so much and have a very great day. Goodbye.